Priority 1, I guess. Priority 1. So, now if I unload the leather pants and I unload the trench coat, we got the 11 items there. Let's do it a different way. Let's drop. How would you do that? Not gonna worry about it. You guys can fiddle with it. I don't particularly care myself. But you can set priorities for your pockets. Higher priority takes preference. That's the one that it's going to dump things into. So if you have a hiking backpack, the large capacity that you want to always have the random stuff you're scooping up go into first, just give it the highest priority, and that'll keep it from dumping things randomly into your pants and so on. So if I pick up a spike and I pick up candles, then they went into the backpack that has the highest priority. So went into the priority 10 backpack. So you can control it. I'm thinking of ditching the other backpack because I might need to. At night, we're going to have problems because our view range is going to be extremely limited. So we're not going to have night vision. We'll have 2 spaces available to us, and we're going to bump into a lot of zombies, so it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a constant problem. So I actually need to be fairly maneuverable, not heavily encumbered, because we might actually have to do some fighting. So in this circumstance, given the setup, I think I'm going to go ahead and ditch this other backpack as well. So we're going to do that. Everything now is in the main primary backpack that is designated priority 10. Till it runs out of space, that's where it's going to put everything, and then it'll start bleeding over into the other things and whatever priority we set. Now, can you make only your flashlight? I believe the intent to do that kind of thing is through the whitelist, blacklist settings, but last I had heard they weren't working really well. I don't know if they've been fixed and are working correctly now, but there's item whitelist and item blacklist settings or categories. So if you blacklisted flashlights from all but one of your containers, then it would only be able to go into the one that's it's whitelisted in, or maybe the only one that's available, period. I haven't played with the blacklist, whitelist things. I can't tell you for sure that they work, but that would be the place you would do that kind of thing if you're trying to do a specific item to a specific location. That's the only chance you'd have of getting it to the right place if you didn't want it going into a bulk high priority location. So, good luck to you. I'm only demonstrating. I don't really use most of that kind of stuff. There's a lot of the advanced inventory stuff that I know about and I could teach people basics of, but I don't use them myself, so I don't know all the variations and permutations. I try to keep aware enough that I can mention them to people if they'd like to take a look at them. Alright, so we got a basic set of clothes. What's our encumbrance now? So we're at 15 head, 12 torso. We've got leather pants and a trench coat, so our torso, arms, and legs have got a fair amount of protection. I guess the trench coat's not much, that's only 2. The leather pants are 4, 4, 4, and then 1 for the other basic clothing. So nothing too impressive yet. Arm guards will help, but I mean it's an okay set of clothing. And then the axe is going to be our primary way of, you know, putting the smackdown on things. So we need to keep our encumbrance low because that's very much a melee use item. You can see our limited view space. We're only going to have 2 spaces. Till full moon comes up, which is weeks away. We're not going to be able to see much. Fanny pack? Yeah, fanny pack I've heard is okay. There's much more now reason to use specific items. From what I hear, the body bag apparently is awesome because it's just ridiculously large volume and ridiculously big length of items that it'll hold. So apparently if you find body bags, that's one of the go-to items now. I haven't actually seen it, used it, looked at it myself, but body bag. a large human-sized rectangular bag made of strong plastic. So 100 volume, maximum item length 78 inches, and it can also contain liquid. So you can store liquid in it. So it's quite the multi-use item. If you need to store 100 liters of, you know, cough syrup or whatever, there you go. Well, yeah, you can directly insert items into particular pockets. I got the impression the question was more when you just scoop randomly, wanting things to go to specific places. But yes, you can go to leather pants, and then the insert command, and then pick the flashlight. So that is another way to do it. If you were asking about that, that's how that would work. So there you go, flashlight in your leather pants. A few key presses. I think the whitelist, blacklist thing would make it a little faster once you had it set up. But you can specifically put things into specific locations using the insert command. Just go to that particular location or container, and then press I to insert, and then pick whatever you want to go into that specific object. Same thing for unload. So you can unload the flashlight back into your general inventory. So there are ways to do most things a lot of people complain about. They just haven't looked in detail at the interface and what's available there. Or it wasn't available initially when they complained about it, and it has been added. So most of the bugs and quibbles have been worked out of the inventory system. So seems to have moved along fairly well and isn't causing too many problems anymore. Yeah, not all the screens that you need to see the information have the information available on how long it's going to take to do things. Like the example I showed of the flashlight activation. I mean, the flashlight's in my backpack. If I wanted to activate it, is it gonna does it show somewhere the action point cost on this screen? I don't think it does. If I go here, the action command, it doesn't show it here either. So the wheeled screen, you have like the wheeled cost, but and that's based on where it's at, but we don't have it for these other functions, so you don't know ahead of time just how long it's going to take you to do certain things, which can be pretty bad. Okay, yeah, not quite late enough yet, so we're going to spend a little more time. Let's go ahead and get a candle going again, which I dropped on the ground. And we'll start it on under the hood. We'll go till 2200, a little bit longer. That's good. Okay, so a light pair of gloves would be good if we come across one. We'll slip that on. The mouth, a little harder to deal with until we get a little bit of tailoring. Get a balaclava or a scarf or something. So the goal is to pop upstairs quietly, investigate the house we're in first. I haven't heard any noises or anything. Nobody came to visit us, so hopefully we can creep around in the house quietly. Grab up a few things, blanket and a pillow to bring down here just in case we do have to overnight here. Grab whatever else I think might be use that we can stockpile down here in the basement and come back to. I'll try to get over to check out the Humvee and see if it's still functional or not, and then we'll try to work our way over to this house. If all I do is investigate these three houses and the Humvee this evening and still stay alive, then I'll consider that just fine and a victory. Get rid of that Humvee note. Oh yeah, you can specify containers. It just depends on how much time you want to spend setting up various rules and priorities and white lists and black lists and so on. More power to you if you want to go through all that. I don't mind them being available in the interface as long as they don't inconvenience me in some way when I choose not to pay attention to them or use them. What I don't like is when features that are added force me to do extra key presses when I don't even want to take advantage of the feature. Thought there was a map update? What do you mean by a map update? I don't know what you mean. A map update like what? What does a map update mean? You talking about the graphical overmap? Because that's not the standard map. That's something somebody built and put together. I don't think that's the default. And I don't like it. I don't plan on using it. You're probably referring to the graphical overmap, but... Alright. I'm going to take another real brief break before we head on out here. So let me go stretch the legs and hit the bathroom real quick. And then we'll make our first night foray up top. This will be the most dangerous point, short of us driving around like a maniac in the city. But I'll be back with you guys here in just a few. Okay, let's get back to it. See if we can get ourselves into some trouble. So I think we've got ourselves as prepped as we can at the moment. Let's sneak upstairs, see what we can see. I didn't look real closely at what was up here earlier. Alright, what I care about there. Hey, let's go ahead and go into sneak mode. Let's try to be sneaky. Long wool scarf. Well, that would take care of our warmth problem, but it would take care of it too much. there is such a thing as too much. That's 50 warmth. That would not be good. That wouldn't put us into the overwarm category, but here, we'll go ahead and put it on. 45. And we'll take it back off again. That's funny. We're only at minus 11, so we don't really actually have a warmth problem currently. Let's try to close some of the... Oh, crap. I don't think that those noise markers were me closing the window. Or the drapes. Curtains. Maybe it was. Damn it! It wasn't. Now they're coming to get me. Well, that's not a good sign. That's not good. Now they've made noise. They're going to attract other zombies nearby. This could turn into a cascade of bad pretty quickly. Oh, yeah, that's not a good sign at all. Oh, crap. How quickly it goes horribly, horribly wrong. So if I just back off, I can easily avoid them, but I've got stuff in the basement here now. I don't want it to get swarmed. But if I stand and fight, we're not good at anything. We have no skills, no extra traits, no extra stats or anything like that. We're going to take damage for sure. And there could be just a non-stop string of zombies that come piling in. With more noise attracting more zombies constantly. Stand or back off and draw them into the house. This is a tough choice. We should be able to kill pretty much anything with this axe, short of a survivor zombie showing up. It's just a trade-off of how much damage and pain and such I'm willing to take in exchange. And my estimation of can I kill the local zombies that are making this noise without drawing more than I can handle. And that's obviously hard to tell without being able to see. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. We're going to try. Oh, kid zombie. Had to be a child zombie. Oh, why did it have to be a child zombie? Alright, we got a lucky hit with a crit. 46 points. Stunned him, killed him. Yay. Now we can be all sad about killing zombie kids. So he's going to spend a lot of movement points stepping onto the couch, which time I'm going to try to kill him by swinging hopefully twice. He might get to step and not die. Come on, you. Oh, I needed the hit. We got a critical again. Stunned him, knocked him back. Here comes another. Come on, you. Please be the last one. Another critical with a stun. Knock back. So, remember how I mentioned the fire axe was a pretty good starting weapon? Let me rephrase. Fire axe is awesome. You get the opportunity and you're just starting out a new game and you don't have other stuff nearby. Oh man, fire axe is crazy cool. Definitely use it. Just understand its negatives and such. It is a bit slower to swing, so it's 139 moves. So there are situations where you wouldn't want to be using a fire axe against certain enemies and certain locations and all that. But for these kinds of fights, we got some really good results there. So it's also got medium block ability, which is nice. But it's got split damage, which is a mixed blessing for reasons. But yeah, I mean, as a weapon and a general tool, it really, there's very few things in the game like it that can beat it for versatility and ability. It does eat a fair amount of stamina. That is correct. As with all things, everything, it depends. There's no one answer to every situation. Sometimes you don't need to hit for 46 criticals. You can spend a lot less stamina by swinging a much lighter weapon, and so on. So, depends on circumstance. I assumed that I wasn't going to have... In my head, I was guessing between 1 and 4 zombies. We got 3. Was it 3? Was it 4? I think it was 3. That were close enough to hear the results. Now, we might still have others showing up, so we'll find out here momentarily. Yep, here comes another one. Ah, damn it. Why'd you have to break the other window, you stupid zombie child? Now somebody's banging to the north, too. There. Yeah, that's more like the normal zombie child. Smacks me in the mouth and causes my face to bleed. I hate fighting zombie children. We got so lucky on that first attack. Oh man, it's gonna be death by zombie child swarm from the park across the street. Oh boy. Alright, yep, now the ugly is starting. Spears aren't inherently bad. Knife spear got changed fairly drastically. Mostly it got handed the fragile tag, so it tends to break very quickly and easily. But the other odd thing about spears is you can't do direct diagonal attacks at reach range. So I couldn't attack somebody standing there, or there, or there. I mean there, or there. So the diagonals are apparently too far for reach attack weapons, but any of the other spots, you can hit them. They still have their place. I don't use them too often, but some people live by the reach attack for spears, which that's fine. So we're at decision time again. Keep fighting, keep trying to clear, hoping that we don't have an unending chain of these damn things. So he hurt himself coming through the broken window, which helped. Now we're breathing heavy, which is a consequence. I need to get a couple of lucky kills here. There's one. Ah, they just keep coming. I hate zombie children so much. They're so small and dodgy, and they hit constantly, and apparently they all have razor claws. I mean, look at this. Just kicking my ass while I bleed stamina. It is so bad. Alright, we're going to back off. We're going downstairs. The zombie child wants to follow me, that's fine. Put a door there. Let's apply a couple of adhesive bandages. That was fast. Zombie child's blowing doors down. Oh, we didn't get a kill. Yeah, I hate zombie children. Early zombie children give me the willies. Alright, we got the bleeding stopped. We lost a door. We made some noise downstairs. Pulp the corpse. Wait and see if anybody else shows up. So we've gotten hit in every body part. We've got some pain that I can't do much about. I got some aspirin. That does very little against pain of that level. And as we take damage, we're more susceptible to the cold. So now it's minus 31 instead of minus 30. Yeah, that's the danger. That's the problem with using a big, heavy weapon against little, tiny enemies. Fast, dodgy enemies. Not the ideal situation. I would have much been happier if I had a choice to go with a faster, higher to hit bonus weapon. So this has got a to hit bonus of 0. So ideally I would rather have had a +3 to hit bonus weapon that was much lighter. Stamina drain was less. So there's reasons. Like I said, everything depends on other things. No one thing fits all. Except for the 50 cal. The one true solution to every problem. 50 caliber bullet. Not too many things that aren't solved by the application of a 50 caliber round at high velocity. Spears don't go through chain link. I don't remember if they ever did and stopped or what. It's been too long since I used spears much. It's a little surprising since arrows will go through chain link. You can shoot guns and arrows through chain link fences. Let's spend a little time down here. We'll wait and see if anything changes or if we hear anything. Let's wait. Safe mode on. We'll wait right here. I don't think there were any others that I knew about. I'm mostly waiting off some of the pain effects, so we're down 14% of our movement speed because of a combination of pain and cold. So that is significant. That is dangerous. So we need to deal with that. I have not the faintest idea if a Steam controller is worth it for Linux. Not the person to be asking that question. I have no experience with either a Steam controller or Linux. Alright. Same speed rating. Let's try to get those corpses pulped at least. Hopefully there's nobody in the immediate area. Any gear? Ooh. Ooh. I think it's funny that I ooh the baseball bat. Other people are going to be oohing the 357 Magnum rounds and that Smith & Wesson. This is the thing I like. That is the thing most other people like. Why do I like it? Because it's a baseball bat with, you guessed it, +3 to hit bonus. And swings faster. Still has medium block. Is still does not conduct electricity for shocks. Baseball bats are actually really, really good early weapons. Plus 22 bash is really good. That +3 to hit, though, really helps. So, it's also probably too long, 35 inches. I don't think I can fit that in a backpack. So we'll have to sort that out. But let's go ahead and say move it to there for the moment. And we've already got rollerblades, so I'm not looking for that. We'll go ahead and grab up some long strings, and we'll remove some stout branches. Oh, and another zombie child. Damn it. Alright, let's switch out the fire axe for the baseball bat. Whack! And a miss. And a miss. And a miss. God damn, zombie kill drone. I hate him! I hate him so much. Mash her up. Alright, let's see. Smith & Wesson. Strings, branches. And yet another zombie child. There's only about 80 more to go across the street, so that's why I was looking on the map earlier for parks. We've got a park and a park. That is not ideal for location of base, having multiple parks nearby. That's going to take a whole lot of clearing. Plus we have a pool. That's another one that has a whole crap load of enemies. There's another park. It's just, so many parks. So that part doesn't make me real happy. Anything new show up that I care about? Leather parts, we'll worry about that later. The wallet. I got to get used to wallets with items and me having to go check them. Food place loyalty cards, $10 bills. And that's it. That's it. I don't care about that. Alright, let's drag this stuff downstairs for the moment. I'm going to swap back to the fire axe, I think. Alright, I'm going to stay away from that window. We'll let our scent cloud dissipate a bit. I'll react if I hear somebody down there. Alright, kitchen. Try to close up some windows. What do we got? Knives, scissors, pepper, and not much else. Ooh, nice candle. Flashlight. We'll grab the battery out of that. I don't care about the rest. Broccoli. Grab the drinks. Eat the broccoli. There's our blanket and pillow. Uh-oh, can't close the window. Alright, let's just drag the blanket and the pillow out of here then. Close the door and never go back there. Kilts, shirts, pants, coats. Well, that's going to help me with my current problem. Uh-oh. I hear stuff again. Long underwear, not what I need currently. God dang it. Stop breaking my windows! You're attracting your buddies. Oh, I gotta break the window now to go get him unless I go south through that other window. That is not ideal. Don't mind the blood stains near the bed. Crouch, smash. Smash. Wear 2 sheets. We're just going to deliver that downstairs. Just in case I need more raw materials, more rags. Alright, so basically we have searched the house. There's nothing else in the house that I care overly much about. I don't need anything in the kitchen, dining room, northern bedrooms, or the room I'm in here. So we're effectively done in this particular house. We heard some noise from across the way, so I think I'm going to go back through here and across, and we'll work our way in and see if there's too much activity over here. I want, if I can, to get over to this window and see if the Humvee's still okay. There could be a million zombies there, which could get me in trouble. Everything is variable in the weapons. You got to know a lot about how the systems work, and like I said, there's no one thing is best for all situations. It's totally dependent on what you're fighting, what the stamina requirements might be for the fight. Length of the fight is incredibly important. How many fights you're going to have in a row, how much stamina you're spending per swing. Sometimes you don't need to be doing huge swings. You only need to do little bits of damage to drop things. So if you're swinging a big heavy weapon, you're draining huge amounts of stamina when all you needed to do was poke them with a dagger and they would fall over for no stamina. So it's so variable. It's kind of hard to say. The baseball bat, I don't think... So we do have, let's see, which one was it? I don't have all the recipes unlocked, so I can't actually show you too much. But there are some variants of the baseball bat that you can do. But the baseball bat versus the kids is a much better solution than the fire axe is. I'm keeping the fire axe just because I've got... a good shot at killing the low-level zombies in one swing with it, and that are not the kids. And it also gives me the prying ability, so I can go in and out of these windows, prying them open instead of having to break them. So there are utility reasons I'm preferring the axe over the baseball bat. If it's a pure combat consideration, given the proximity to all the kids, I'd be carrying the bat around instead. But I got other reasons for choosing the axe at the moment. Go back to crouch mode. Not too concerned about the amount of time going by yet. So, nothing in this bedroom I care about. Sounds so far. More aspirin. So, definitely somebody here in the house with me. Oh, zombie cop. Ouch. Ouch. So Awesome Monthly, Boxing Monthly, and Friendly Humane Fashion. Those are three really good books to have right here. I'll have to try to remember to come back for those. Alright, for this situation, the cop... I'm hoping he's by himself. Kind of in the center of the house, which will keep the noise from attracting too many enemies. What benefits does exercise give? It makes you tired faster, and it gives you a small morale buff. Currently, that's all it really does. It allows you to shift your sleep cycles around a little easier, because if you need to sleep but you're not yet tired, you can do some exercise to get tired and then go to sleep. It helps burn calories if you're overweight, and then the morale bonus. Later, it's planned but not yet implemented that it's going to increase some kind of stat attached to the stamina trait. Whether it's endurance or I don't know what they're going to call it or what it is, but later there's going to be consequences that will have effects that improve or increase your stamina in some way. Alright, so we've got options here. I could move northeast, I could move west through the window. Tactically, he's already made the move onto the couch. Right now, I might be able to get one free swing on him because he spent a bunch of movement points to get on the couch. But I'm thinking I might back up all the way back to this window frame here. Step out. When he steps in, I'll be able to hit him once, maybe twice for free. Plus, I'll have a little better idea if there's other enemies in the area. So, I'm not worried about stuff I can see. I'm deathly afraid of all the stuff I cannot see. It's the things nearby that you can't see that kill you. So, I'm going to stop crouching. We're going to move this direction. Hope he doesn't get that. I was hoping he didn't get a grab off on me. We're going to try to keep moving. I need to break the grab. I failed. I failed. I failed. Alright, we're going to keep running so we can get at least one space ahead of him here. Alright, we're going to fight from this position. So, if you have the option, you always want to choose where you fight. One of the common strategies you can employ is to force the enemies to step onto spaces that cost extra movement points. That would be long grass, bushes, vehicle spaces, window frames, things like that. Because if you look at the info window in the top right of the screen, it says mouse view, house, open window. Notice it says move cost 200, whereas the ground here is 100. So he's going to essentially spend 2 rounds worth of movement getting into this window position. So I should, it doesn't always work out that way, is the cleanly, but I should get 2 swings on him before he'll get to attack me. So you always want to choose your fighting condition and your location if you have the option. I also have retreat directions. I can go north, south, or back into the house, so it keeps me from getting surrounded, really, and so on. So I'm going to wait here, see if he follows me into the window. Sometimes they won't. Ugh, excuse me. Sometimes they won't. It's weird sometimes how they behave, and he might have gotten distracted away from me and he's wandered back into the house, because he hasn't shown up yet. I've let like 5 turns pass and he hasn't shown. So, come on, you. Alright, there he is. So we're going to wait another round. He'll step into the window. Hopefully he won't break it. He'll just step in. He might swing at it and break it and be a dick. But if he steps in, I'm hoping I'll get 2 swings on him and we'll get a bunch of damage. And then I'll back up again into that other window frame and try to do the same thing. Because he's kind of tough. He's got some clothing and armor possibly on that make him a tougher hit. So there's our first free swing. He's almost dead. If we can get one more shot on him, we might be able to drop him right here. Oh, and we missed, and he grabbed me. Again! I can't see the grab symbol because I got the bleed symbol going on. Damn it, you grabby bastard. So now I have to make a decision. We're grabbed, which has consequences. It lowers my speed, and being held in place, dodging and blocking are very difficult. So we've lost whatever little bit of dodge we had, and our blocking ability is less because of the grab. So I have a choice. I either swing at him and hope to kill him and break the grab, obviously, or try to back away and break the grab. The other danger about grabs, for newer players that don't know, is you can only receive a deep bite wound, that's the thing that turns into the infections, while you are grabbed. So if I can break the grab, he can never inflict a bite wound on me. So the part that you want to avoid is break these grabs as quick as possible, either by moving away and breaking it, or by killing whatever's got you grabbed, whichever you think is more likely to occur. As you saw earlier, he held me in place for a couple of rounds, and I only need one more hit on him, I think, even at average damage, to drop him. So I'm gonna actually attack him instead of trying to back away. Oh, we didn't quite get him. He's barely holding on there. We needed just a few more points of damage. Alright, one more swing. There we go. Against him, I was pretty confident we would land the swings. If it was a zombie child, then they have a lot less chance of being grabby. Against a zombie child, I probably would have backed off again, because I might have swung and missed 5 times in a row against that damn thing. Why didn't I drop my backpack? Because I didn't need to against that kind of an opponent. I knew the encumbrance negatives weren't going to really affect the combat in any way. And it takes time to drop the backpack. It all depends on, I mean, there are things you can do and things that are sometimes good ideas that you don't need to do or you won't see me do because I don't need it. I will on occasion drop my backpack, but it depends on circumstances and what I think the chain of events that are going to occur and how long the fight's going to be and all that kind of stuff. Those guys are really slow, not really in movement, but they're not hard to hit. So I knew I was going to kill him in just a couple of swings, regardless of my backpack situation. And the backpack is nearly empty anyway. So I'm not actually that encumbered. I mean, I'm only at 14 torso encumbrance. That's nothing. So the backpack, while it has a number of items in it, these are all really, really tiny items. They're not really causing the backpack to have any encumbrance value. So these kinds of storage containers, get more encumbered as they fill up. So we've got a ton of space in this still, so it's not at 25 encumbrance. It's at a much, much lower encumbrance value. I think we're still at the base 10 encumbrance, possibly. So that's why. There's no real point in me dropping the backpack right now. I'd gain almost no benefit. It would actually be a detriment, because it would take a fair amount of time to do that action. A Mossberg 500 field +1. Is the +1 a strap that I can put on the next gun that I find? Or do I keep the shotgun? Again, I can't carry that unless it has a strap. Let's find out. Hey, it has a strap, because I wouldn't be able to wear it if it didn't. So we'll strap that onto us. Cancel that. Cancel whatever that was. Nope, apparently I can't. There's not a strap on this thing? What mod does it have? It does have a shoulder strap. Alright, you're messing with me. Let's ditch the fire axe for a second. Try to wear it. It worked fine. Alright, whatever, game. I'm not sure what sequence caused that. I don't want anything else on there, so we'll smash him up. Now my torso encumbrance has gone up again. Now we're at 26, because we added a strap item, which I already have, so we got not just the normal encumbrance for it, but also a penalty, because we got multiple strapped items on our torso. I don't want that, so we're going to back off. I want to get back to my lower encumbrance value. So we'll go ahead and ditch the... Oh, we duped it. Lovely. Yeah, we duped the shotty. I didn't realize it duped until I saw that screen. Alright, we'll throw one there, and we'll toss one back in this weird corner. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, that should put us back to my 14 number. 14 is much better than, what was it, 26 or whatever it was? That was a terrible number. Okay, let's also ditch just these minor items. It's a standing in a window thing, huh? Alright. Take another aspirin. Okay, slow and steady wins the race, right? We're Mr. Turtle. Head back over, see if the cop was the only curious zombie in this house. Oh wait, first grab these really good books. Definitely. That's a good set of books. Go back to crouch mode to minimize our sound value. Ah, I was hoping I could get to that window and get the damn drapes closed, but nope. Ah, stupid bastard child zombies. No, don't pick the fern. That child zombie had a pocket knife, a bra, a sweater, and nothing else of interest. Alright, don't care about any of that. So unfortunately now... Another one comes piling in. Where the hell did you come from? Alright. Force the move. Force the move. Force the move. God damn it! I hate child zombies! Alright, we got lucky on the last one. Cookies! I'm taking cookies from children. Ah. The problem is the noise of the window breaking keeps drawing more and more over. I don't know if that's one or two sound sources there. Hide behind the couch with the option to back off. So I'm picking my tactical fighting position. I'm choosing this because anything here approaching me is going to have to step up onto the couch. Again, they're going to waste a bunch of movement points doing it. And I have a clean retreat path back out that window I knew about earlier. So, we'll see how things look here in a moment. Assuming they come towards me. Another child zombie. Let's slide. Ah, dang it. We didn't quite kill it. That's a tough kid. Ah, it died from the blood loss. That's funny. Alright, how's our morale doing? We're probably pretty unhappy now with all these zombie children we're having to deal with. The fouling indicator, yeah, it's not really a big deal. It's a non-issue. Takes materials you can get damn near anywhere, and one apply, and then you never have to worry about it. I'm not even sure why it's in the game. I've heard chatter they're just going to remove it because it's really, really pointless. I guess we'll put an adhesive bandage on. So we're done on this part of the house. Ah, here comes more. The problem here is that scent cloud. So the scent cloud is billowed out enough. They're hearing the windows break. They move a little closer, and then they get in range of the scent cloud, and they follow me in. That's the problem. It's a combination of the sound and the scent cloud. I'm going to try hard to get over here and take a look at this the hopeful Humvee. What do we got? Mayonnaise. I don't necessarily like the idea of going into this room. Narrow. Only way out is pushing forward to the Humvee. What I don't hear is shredding noises. I don't hear any banging. So possibly the Humvee is just sitting there in perfect, well, not perfect, but the condition we left it in. Alright, I'm going to risk it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, they left it alone after I disappeared. Good to know. So we still have a functioning Humvee. Everything looks okay still. 5% batteries, plenty. We got a little bit of fuel. We're good to go. Alright, let's not bring attention to it. Back out of here. Candle, a good flashlight. We'll get the battery out of that. Grab another candle. Can't have too many candles. They are awesome. Not worried about the rest of that stuff. We'll take a little bit of honey. Long string. That's it. I would like to grab a gallon jug. I can fill with just clean water. So we'll grab one of these jugs and empty it out. Take it with us. Don't need any of the rest of that. Go back and just... Oh, crap. Could go out the door and then back west towards the place we were at. I was hoping I could make it over to that other house, but it's a pretty dangerous trip over there. I really don't want somebody behind me here. Ugh, it. So many zombies in the area. How to do this? We don't have much in the way of first aid ability yet, so healing is going to be a somewhat slow process. I do have some basic bandage and some antiseptic that'll help, but it's still going to take time. We're getting to the point where I'm getting a little concerned about our accumulated damage. But our situation is not going to be improved when the sun comes up. One solution to too many local zombies is to hop into a Humvee and just run all their dumbasses over. That helps. As long as you don't mind wrecking the Humvee. It's my nightmare. Oh, crap. Alright. So I got two-sided with at least one, possibly two more to the north. Now that we've got combos coming at me, and I've got the fat zombie kind of cutting off my retreat route that direction, I either have to risk the fat zombie getting a hold of me or hitting me and try to run past him, or take a swing at the child zombie, hope to get a kill, and then turn my attention to the fat zombie. 4 bars of stamina, up to 4 opponents. This child zombie I could spend my entire stamina bar swinging and missing at. The more they start breaking things, the more enemies or other zombies are going to arrive. Alright, I'm gonna relocate slightly. Alright, so that was good. I would like to get the fat zombie in first, so I'm gonna pull them back this way. Take a swing here, and as the child zombie tries to come around him, I'm gonna back up so I can keep the one-on-one fights, and then I'll keep using these choke points like I did earlier. Well, that wasn't exactly how I thought that would go. I swept him, and then he climbed right back to his feet, huh? And then he bit my leg. You'd think he would spend his entire round getting back up again. That's a little odd.